Hello everyone, I'm Attorney General Mark Herring. First I want to thank the ARC of Northern Virginia and the Autism Society of Northern Virginia for all the incredible work you do for our communities. I am so grateful for the work you do to protect the rights of people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Serving the people of Virginia as Attorney General, including people with disabilities, has been an honor of a lifetime. Together, we have won major cases to protect and expand the civil rights of everyone in our Commonwealth. From going to the Supreme Court 2 times to defend the Affordable Care Act, including protections for those with pre-existing conditions, to expanding voter protection for people with disabilities, I have taken on the big fights and won. Before I was Attorney General, I had a lot of experiences that really informed my work as it relates to people with disabilities. My wife Laura and I work closely with organizations like Every Citizen Has Opportunities, ECHO, and the Loudoun Arc to ensure people with disabilities have the same job, housing, and educational opportunities as everyone else. We also work to establish a new school for children with autism, which took a lot of hard work and determination to get there, but we did it, and it has made such a positive impact on the lives of people since then. As a Loudoun County Supervisor, I worked really hard to expand the number of group homes in residential areas, especially in my home district of Leesburg. I felt strongly about giving everyone the option to live wherever they wanted, despite having a disability. My experience working with the disabled community has really inspired me as Attorney General to ensure that everyone has access to the same opportunities and is granted the same protections. And you know that you can count on me to make sure you are in the room and a part of the conversation when important decisions are being made that directly affect the disabled community, because that's what I've been doing for the last 8 years. For example, I've been one of the leading voices in the state, calling on how harmful the rise in hate crimes has been in our communities, and I organized roundtables in every region of the state and invited members of the community from all walks of life to come forward and share their stories, and included was the disabled community. They shared their experiences, and it proved there was a clear need to include people with disabilities as we modernized and updated our anti-hate crime laws and make sure people with disabilities are protected from hate crimes. I took the same approach to get legislators to add people with disabilities in the anti-discrimination provisions in the Virginia Values Act. This is because we work closely with the disability community to get this done. Additionally, my office worked closely with advocates to require the Department of Elections to make voting easier for the visually impaired. When I heard they were having problems with casting their ballots, my office and I stepped in and did everything in our power to ensure people with disabilities could access the voting booth just like everyone else. I also worked with legislators to give our office the authority to protect voting rights of all Virginians. The freedom to vote is the foundation of our democracy, and I am passionate about making sure that voting rights are protected. Even with all the issues we faced last year, from the pandemic to the attack on voting rights across the country, we made sure that here in Virginia we have safe, accurate elections and that voting was made as easy as possible, and that includes for people with disabilities. Lastly, my office has been working hard to create true criminal justice reform in our Commonwealth, and that includes addressing the trend of disproportionately arresting and incarcerating people with disabilities, and how we send out our first responders. We have to better utilize how we send law enforcement officers into situations when we should send a different kind of first responder instead, such as a mental health professional. I think about Marcus David Peters and how his death could have been prevented with the proper training from first responders. There are so many Marcus Peters in the world who are going through a mental health crisis and just need help, but fall victim to a system that should be ones to protect them. This must change. As we work to create a justice system that is more fair, we have to rethink the training we give our first responders and make sure they have the specialized crisis intervention and de-escalation training to make sure they are adding to the safety of our communities and treating everyone with dignity and respect. This is an area that I will continue to work with you and the General Assembly to ensure we are treating people who are having a mental health crisis properly and ensure their safety when they need our help the most. So I just wanted to say that serving as your Attorney General has truly been an honor of a lifetime. I believe the powers of this office should always be on the side of the people, and I've been working hard every day to be the people's lawyer. As Attorney General, I've made it a top priority to create a Commonwealth that is full of equity and opportunity for all. And I will always stand up to protect our disabled community. We've got a lot of work ahead of us, but with your help, we'll be able to accomplish so much more, and we'll continue building on our tremendous progress. Thank you all so much, and I look forward to seeing you on the campaign trail.